Don't even get me started on the fine dining. Listen to me very carefully, okay? Day one, all right? I'm like, okay, before we even went, Sam and I were like, yo, let's go on some crazy dinners. Let's go with some crazy dinners, like fucking insane dinners, okay? Hella happy. I legit could not have been more happy going to this dinner. Dressed up, looked good as fuck. I'm like, all right, this is going to be lit. This is going to be a lit ass first dinner to start us off for this trip. So that night, we go on this dinner. We get there. Everything's gorgeous. Everything looks great. Feels great. I'm like, okay, let's order the 7-course meal, yeah? $1,000, okay? 1,200-300 or something, which is fine. Fine dining, whatever. It's all good. So I'm sitting there like expecting just phenomenal food. Like life-changing food, okay? They give us this palate cleanser thing, which tasted like absolute ass, but I'm sitting there like, I'm like, guys, it's okay. Like everyone in the table, it's okay. It's fine. Like, let's not freak out. This is just the first thing. It's supposed to cleanse our palate. It's an actual food. It's all good, right? And slowly they just start piling on the dog shit, okay? Everything was ass. Every single thing minus maybe the scallops, ass. Pure ass. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure it's good to like those rich folk that aren't fucking eating McChickens all the time. Okay, for those people, I'm sure it's great. Like, I'm sure whatever the chef is doing works for some people. I will never go fine dining again, ever in my life. It's not real food. I was like, okay, so the one thing I was excited for, okay, foie gras. Y'all know what that is? That duck liver, okay? I've been watching Gordon Ramsay a long time, man. I'm like, this gotta be some good shit. He's been cooking this for a while now. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get that foie gras. So I was hella excited. That was the third dish that came up. I see it, all right? It doesn't look super appetizing, but the presentation's great. So I was like, okay, let me bite into this. This is where I lost all my faith. I ate it, and I can't even describe how bad it was. I started, just to finish the food, I ate it, and I stopped chewing. I just swallowed, and that was it. I just sat there, just upset. And I'm like, yeah, what's the next one? And then that was the entire dinner. The entire dinner, we were just waiting, okay? And we didn't think it could get any worse. Literally, it just was horrible, okay? But eventually, at like 5th course or 6th course, they brought the steak. And I'm like, okay, the steak is insane. The steak, for all its faults, the steak was really good. But again, we're steak people, so like we all like steak. And I had really good wine there. So I was like, it's perfect. Then came the cheese cart. Yo, let me explain something. So when we ordered this cheese cart, we're dumb, okay? As a group, as an entire group of brain deads, we're like, okay, it's just gonna be cheese and crackers. that comes out. We thought it was gonna be cheese and crackers. All right? So in our heads, we're just sitting there waiting for our cheese and crackers. I love cheese, okay? I thought I loved cheese. I really did. And then they brought out blue cheese and this fermented other types of cheeses. All worse than the last. And we're sitting there. I'm pretty sure we ate like 3 molecules worth of that cheese. They gave us all of it. And it was the worst smelling and worst tasting cheeses that I've ever had in my whole life. Do you guys understand how much we paid for this dog shit cheese? Yeah. And the whole time Sam's sitting there, yo fam, the cheese was X amount. That's how much we're paying for cheese? Like actually? And I was sitting there like, yo, I was so disappointed. It was so disappointing. It was legit the most disappointing dinner. And it was our first dinner, and I was most excited for. Because I was like, oh, fine dining, it's going to be insane. And I'd heard like good things from people, but we just don't have the palate for that. Yeah, $55 cheese, yeah. $55 cheese that was just some of the worst you'll ever eat if you just don't have a palate or whatever for it. It was so bad. And yeah, we were sitting there like, yo, if they had just given me a McChicken and like a large fry, I would have gone home like super happy. I would have been ecstatic. Like legit, like they wouldn't have to say it's a McChicken, but if they just made a chicken sandwich and put it in front of me and to say like, oh, this is fine dining, I'd have been like, that's fucking sick. That was awesome. Holy fuck. Life changing. This is the greatest chicken of all time. Instead, they gave me blue cheese, chat. Blue cheese, dude. And now cheese is ruined for us all. And you know how we coped? It was an experience, we said. At least it was an experience. I'm not a fine dining person. I know now. It's fine. That was a $1,200 lesson. that we learned. Was this Michelin star? I don't know, but it was insane reviews, and then I wrote a 1-star review because I don't like the foie gras. I'm just kidding, but yeah, it was. It's not our thing. Definitely not our thing. Yeah, we had good wine there. The steak was really good, and then that's it.